Hi, my name is David McLeod. Welcome to the Daily Affirmation video presentation for today. Thanks for being here. One of the most beautiful gifts that we human beings possess is the ability to create. And what's most amazing to me is that we can create almost entirely from scratch. While we may be inspired by things that we observe or experience, we all seem blessed with an ability to imagine things that seem to come from beyond our experience. And not only do we imagine, but we also transform our imaginings into physical reality. Have you ever thought about how you create? Consider something in your life that was particularly difficult to achieve. It doesn't matter what it was. Climbing a mountain, swimming across a lake, getting a PhD, designing and building a house, creating a powerful relationship with your sweetheart. Just notice what level of difficulty you associate with that objective. Now, the interesting thing here is that once the goal has been achieved, then pretty much all the effort and struggle seems to fade into the background. You know what I mean? I remember when I was about 16 or 17 years old, I made the decision that I wanted to be a fighter pilot in the Canadian Forces. So I did some research and learned what would need to happen in order for me to succeed at that goal. At the beginning, I remember being told that in any given year, no more than 5 or 6 people would be selected as fighter pilots. I was also told that something in the order of 5,000 young men would be applying to join the military. In other words, my chances of becoming a fighter pilot were about 1 in 1,000. Not bad, but not really great odds. Well, as I look at the situation now, I realize that my mindset was quite focused. I didn't think about being one of the 999 guys who'd wash out. I thought only that one of those airplanes had my name on it, and I was going to do whatever I needed to do to make sure I had my butt in one of those cockpits. It was hard work, and it took me about 6 years, including a mandatory 4-year stint in military college. But I eventually succeeded. And not only did I become a fighter pilot, but along the way I was also acknowledged as the best pilot in my training course. You know, when I tell this story to other people, I'm always surprised at their level of amazement, as if I've accomplished something really spectacular. But it's different for me because I traveled the entire journey, and everything that happened seemed to happen quite naturally for me. And now when I look back at that event, I feel a lot of pride at having accomplished what I set out to do. And I certainly remember with great fondness the friends I made and the experiences I had. But I don't see or feel or remember any of the struggle. All of that was just a part of the journey. And what I created for myself and for my life just happened, one simple step at a time. The thing I've learned as a result of that wonderful experience, and many others like it, is that I have the power and the ability to transform my heart's desire into reality. I've also learned to delight in the creative process, no matter how big I happen to be dreaming. This week, I invite you to embrace your own imaginative power and to enthusiastically engage your creative muscles to bring into reality whatever your heart truly desires.